Hello, and welcome back to Cabincast. Kind of
Hello.
Cabincast compares. It's Oliver, and I'm joined by Tom,
I am here.
and we are here for the fifth part, our third time, but the fifth part overall of every modern episode of Doctor Who up until Silurians, Sea Devils, even.
This will be the end.
This will be the end for now.
We have reached Doomsday.
We've reached many things that are going to be in the
Yeah.
higher end, probably.
Yeah, a lot of these are. Oh, we've got the
yeah.
Flux as well, Ollie.
Yes, we've got Flux, which is essentially specials.
Yeah.
Really,
true.
they're all longer, and there's only 6 of them. So
Yeah.
But okay, so yeah, that's a quick
Let's go.
look
Go
back
down.
through what we've got so far. So,
Actually,
World
only
Enough and
Orphan
Time.
55 is unwatchable, lol.
Yeah. World Enough and Time is first.
Yeah, which is a pretty god tier one to start with.
It's one of the best Cyberman stories. It's got a really great concept. It's got, if you didn't watch when it was live and saw the trailer where they ruined the spoiler, where they ruined the reveal of the Master, it's got a great Master twist.
Yeah.
It's got Missy, it's got Nardole, it's got the Doctor, it's got a mystery, it's pretty dark.
I'm pretty sure it has to go in
I think it's, and yeah, the bit at the end where
God
it's
tier.
like it's a
The only
Mondasian
question
Cyberman.
Yeah, the only question for me is where in God tier, because we've got a pretty strong God tier.
I think our
list
top
at the moment.
5 are, I think our top 4
Yeah,
are
probably
pretty
stay.
solid.
Yeah. They're staying. They're staying where they are. It's just a question
The top
of
4 are
whether it's...
staying. It's beyond that. I think. I mean, I love Father's Day, but I like it more than Father's Day, and Dalek, and Fugitive, and The Impossible Astronaut, and Oxygen.
I think it's going to end up in sort of like the Blink, Doctor's Wife, Demons of the Punjab sort of area. I think.
Yeah, for me, it's probably either
Either that or it's going to end up taking the 5th place, maybe.
like
Possibly.
again. I think
I mean, I would call it the best Cyberman
story.
episode
Yeah.
ever. Like, episode. The story itself is also really high up there, but as an episode, it's the best one.
Sure, I could well put it in 5th. Yeah, at this point, anyway.
I think it's better than Girl in the Fireplace. I think it's going in 5th.
Well, again, there's a lot that are going to be potentially up here, so this is my change around quite a bit now. But we'll see.
This is where things begin to get
because we've got World Enough and Time and Oxygen in here from season 10 already.
Yeah.
Next up, however, we have Bad Wolf, which is
finale for
part 1 of the finale for season 1.
Yeah, this was
it's a fun mystery, and it's got some really cool ideas with the Weakest Link and the Big Brother House game show stuff.
This is great.
Yeah, it's great. You have the sudden reveal of this is platform 5 again, and that's when everything went wrong. And there's these mysterious overlords, and then it turns out it's the Daleks, and then Rose gets exterminated.
She doesn't get exterminated. She gets
she gets
disintegrated, but it's
Yeah.
actually a teleporter because the Daleks are collecting humans.
Indeed. And we have Jack as well. So yeah, it's definitely great.
Yeah, I think it's high grade as well.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's sort of towards Mummy on the Orient Express sort of levels.
Yeah, I was gonna say between Zygon Inversion and Gridlock.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
I think.
Bad Wolf.
Because there's some really cool stuff in it. There's obviously Bad Wolf Station and everything, which is the payoff of the Bad Wolf thing we've had the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, Sound of Drums.
This is the one where this is the first part of that particular one as well, isn't it?
This is so
This
you've
is the
got
Masters one, isn't it? Where he becomes Prime Minister of the UK. This is the first one in that.
yeah. So the first part of this is we've technically done it. That's the one with that's what's it called?
Oh,
Oh, it'll be up near the
it's
top
yeah, no,
somewhere.
it's the one at the end of time. It's something end of time. But yeah, they're at the
Oh,
end of
where is it? The end of the
the
universe, and
end of
there's
the
Doctor
universe. Yeah,
Yana and
yeah.
all that stuff. Where is that one? Because I swear we've done that one. Because that's essentially the
We
part
have done
one.
that one. I just don't know where it is. Where it is? It might be in Great actually. Um, Closing time or possible planet.
Utopia.
Utopia. That's
It's
it.
at the
It's
bottom of
bottom
amazing.
of amazing. Yeah. Okay. Well, this can't be any lower than than Utopia.
I was gonna say I honestly think I like Utopia more than this.
I suppose it is set up for when things
This
get
is
really nutty.
a mix of the what it yeah it carries between the last one and this one. Um, I do like the stuff we get with the Doctor talking about Gallifrey. Get
Hmm.
the Gallifrey thing, which is always cool. We still got Jack and Martha, which is great. But it's kind of a lot of running around trying to figure out what to do with the Master, and then obviously it ends with the Doctor getting captured and
Yeah.
being
So
mortified.
in Great then maybe high Great.
I think,
Uh, Again.
yeah, like I'd probably put
Where?
this one lower in great, to be honest.
What, the Bad Wolf? Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I think so.
Let's think. Not Amy's choice. Probably lower than Partners in Crime as well.
I think uh,
Yeah, maybe
probably
maybe
above closing time is where I'd say.
yeah, above Closing Time, below Partners in Choice in that sort of area, I
Closing
think.
time. I'm
Again, things are
gonna
getting less precise.
pop it there for now, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um
But yeah, some great moments. Was to get the first mention of Torchwood in Doctor Who, I think, there from Jack,
mhm,
Jack's Torchwood.
mhm.
Uh, yeah. Next up is Army of Ghosts.
Oh, speaking of Torchwood.
Yes, this is proper Torchwood. So this one's one of those ones where I think this is pretty good, but then
Yeah.
Doomsday is much, much, much better.
Yeah, I think it's
Um,
overshadowed. It's the build up and the support for Doomsday, which is almost certainly going in God tier. Um
hmm.
I think this is gonna go in
uh,
amazing somewhere. Just
Again, I
because
see.
of its
I'm not sure. Because obviously you have the ghost, you have the mystery there. We do get Jackie and the Doctor working together, which is a lot of fun.
it ends with the reveal of
And
the
so we get the
Daleks.
reveal of the Daleks and the Cybermen and Mickey. We
Yeah,
also see Martha's cousin, which is obviously the same actress. It's still Free Aguma
yeah, who
Kashima,
dies
but
and
she
then becomes a
dies
Cyberman.
from Simon because we get the whole thing about. Actually, yeah, I think you're right. There's enough callbacks and things in it
Yeah, there's enough
that
setup
there's
basically.
enough setup that makes it work.
Where in amazing though is my
Again, I
question.
don't think it's that high into amazing.
No, probably
I
not.
don't think it's honestly there because I mean, to be fair, I think Utopia's maybe a little low now, but
To yeah, maybe. Um,
no, we'll leave it there. It's definitely amazing, but there's a lot of much
I
more
think a
awesome stuff.
lot of what is in amazing is very, very close together, and you probably
Yeah,
change it apart. It's only really after you get once you get up to say like Face the Raven that things
yeah,
become a
those
bit
ones
more
are
clearer.
pretty clear, but beyond that, yeah, I agree.
I mean, we spent
Okay,
so much time messing around with
yeah,
Amazing Tier's top that we should be pretty confident with the top of
yeah,
Amazing Tier at this point.
pretty
But the
much, yeah.
bottom, I think, is a bit sort of messy still.
It's a bit of a mess. Yeah, like I'd probably switch a bit of that around, but it doesn't matter that much.
Mhm.
At this point. So next up, we have the Stolen Earth. That's definitely high amazing.
Yeah, that's high Amazing. Has to be.
So this is one where I think the build up's better than the
Yeah,
payoff.
Yeah.
I really like no, I really like a lot of the next episode, but I don't think the hype is the same as it was for the Start on Earth, when we get, you get Sarah Jane, and then you get Mickey, and you get Martha, and you get Captain Jack and Torchwood.
Yeah. I mean that I really just want to give that whole arc a god tier. I'm not gonna lie, it's so good. But I know we can't do that because we've already
What
got
have we
to
got for this in God tier?
we've
We've
got
got
we've got
Midnight and Turn
mid
Left.
midnight and turn left, which I don't think either of those can go
They have to
anywhere.
be there. They are the best episode series. This I think could go in God tier. I don't think
Yeah,
end of
I th-
whatever the next one is can.
I think we have to. Yeah, I think we have to stray from the two rule, and I think we're gonna have to put that
Oh,
in god
people
tier.
said we were at this point. I can put this one in God tier. I just
I
again
think
everything coming together is amazing.
Stolen Earth goes in god tier, and then the next one has to go high amazing.
It's high amazing, but like
Probably.
a lot of it is just the Doctor spinning around and being like, "But Davros, you can't do that. You can't,
But I am.
but you are, because I can't actually do anything."
Yeah,
It's
but it's
yeah.
all his friends. It's all like the fun. Like
I
we
mean, yeah,
gotta.
we've got the great
gotta
ending, and you get the
yeah,
crisis point Doctor, but then we lose Donna, and then you get the goodbye with Rose, and
yeah,
again,
and
there's some
that's.
great moments in it. I just don't think it's a great story for the Doctor.
Mhm. All right. Yeah, well, we'll put Stolen
Where?
Earth there.
Where?
It's gonna have to go. It's not as good as Heaven Sent. It's not as good as Vincent and Doctor. It's certainly not as good as Turn Left and Midnight. World Enough and Time, I think, is also better. Girl in the Fireplace.
Again, I think going to the fireplace at this point is far too high.
Eh?
Compared to Blink, we've got it above Blink.
We do have it got it
That
above
doesn't seem
Blink,
right.
but it is a very good episode.
It's a lovely episode. Um,
Okay, I tell you what. If we replace Girl in the Fireplace with The Stolen Earth,
I can do that.
and then we put Girl in the Fireplace below maybe Demons of the Punjab.
Yeah, yeah. Is Still on Earth better than? Yeah, yeah. Because the pure hype factor is the thing for the Still on Earth. Like,
Yeah,
it's a cool mystery. We get so many callbacks and things. Like we get the Jadoon and we finally see the Shadow Proclamation. We get the
yeah.
things of the
It's where
bees
everything.
appearing.
This is like a proper decent set because you remember when they did like the time crack
Yeah.
in that episode. That always felt more shaky to me, whereas they set up so much with that season for
The
it to get
cracks
paid
is
off.
the cracks is decent. This
I'm
is
not saying it.
better.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Um,
I'm saying they did it better here.
yeah. I mean, this is the original MCU in a weird sense.
Mhm.
It's not, but like this is the first crossover. This happened years before Avengers
Yeah.
did it. Um,
Now that was a crossover where the Doctor went into the Star Trek universe and fought the
we've
Borg,
talked
which
about that.
teamed up with the
The
Cybermen.
Cybermen, yeah,
The Borg,
which are just
interestingly enough, has also teamed up with the Cylons at one point or another.
yeah.
They get
Also,
around
I
those
I,
Borg.
I believe the you'll be assimilated or whatever, which is synonymous with the Borg, is actually something that the Cybermen said first
Yes.
in Classic Who, which is always fun. Um, but there we go. Yeah. So yeah, no. Star Earth's great. It's really
Who would have
cool.
thought that the creators of Star Trek were nerds?
Yeah. Not me. Okay. So next up we have the Pandorica opens.
This was the one. This is the one with the fake Roman legion at
This is the one with the
Stonehenge.
fake Romans, and should we get the
Everybody shows
river
up.
and
Everyone shows
lots
up
of
because they're
enemies?
gonna put the Doctor in the Pandorica, but then that ends the universe somehow.
Yeah, this is probably great for me.
Yeah,
Like, I
can't
really
dislike
enjoy
being up.
it, and I enjoy it on a rewatch as well. It's a lot of fun, but
Yeah, yeah, this is great.
duh, 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 duh. But
This is
where?
probably high great.
It's high great, yeah.
Better than I think it's better than the Satan Pit. I don't know whether it's better. I don't think it's better than Nightmare in Silver though.
For me, it's probably much lower.
Much lower.
in
Okay.
great. So let's try and put it mid-great somewhere as a
Yeah, mid-grade.
caveat.
I think around Partners in Crime.
I was
That
thinking
probably works well.
we'll pop it. I think we'll put it
Or
there.
Essential
It's
Assignment.
better than
Yeah.
Amy's Choice.
Yeah. Okay.
About there.
I'll
Like again, you think it's higher, I think it's a bit lower, so we'll even it out as about there.
leave it out. Yeah, that makes
Um,
sense.
Now the parting of the ways
God tier.
is it's definitely up there. Um, Chris Eccleston's last episode, we get his last lines, we get our first David Tennant moment. We
Parting
get
of
the
the
Bad
Ways.
Wolf proper reveal, which is
Yeah.
really good. We get Jack becoming immortal. We just get the Daleks proper, and they're terrifying. We
Yeah.
lose so many people, and it's really sad, but it's really good.
I think it
Um,
has to be God tier.
I think you're right. I think it's God tier. We get Mickey and Jackie helping out as well with the trying to open up the TARDIS and the truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's again. There's definitely better finales, but for the first season finale and doing the regeneration of Eccleston, it's
Yeah. It
great.
has
The
to.
I think you need a doctor kiss is a bit cheesy, but again, it was very cheesy back then, so I can't really fault them for that.
Yeah. I think
Um,
I think it's slower than Father's Day though. So I think
yeah, I can accept that. Yeah, I think so,
yeah.
but it's definitely got to. The Doctor Falls.
This is the
It's
second part of
it's
that mundane
yeah,
one.
it's not quite as good as World Enough in Time, which is incredible, but it's
But it
definitely
is very
amazing.
good. Yeah. High amazing. Highest and amazing.
Heist and Amazing.
Highest and amazing.
Of Doctor
Maybe.
Dances.
Mm,
No.
no. No.
I'd put it third, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can
I
accept
think
that.
that.
That works.
But yeah, we've got, we have, we say goodbye to Bill. We see the Heather again, which I always
Mm.
loved. Some people seem that think that moment's really dumb, but I really like it, and how he can still cry because she got her tears in the first episode, and that's why
Mhm,
she's the crying as a Cyberman, and that's how they have the crying tear. We
mhm,
lose Missy, which is super tragic because she actually was ready to stand with the Doctor, and
mhm.
he never finds out. We get
Yeah.
another great Capaldi speech. Get some really nice moments with Nardole, and Bill. All the stuff with Bill not like wanting to be a Cyberman and not knowing and stuff is just really heartbreaking.
Mhm.
And we get the kind of we get the end of John Sims' Master proper.
Yeah.
Um,
Which was good.
which is it's a great moment.
All the stuff with Michelle Gomez and John Sim is hilarious, with him kind of being into her, even though they're the same person.
Yeah. This is a Loki
It's just like,
situation.
yeah,
Unfortunately,
kind of thing. It's but
it's weird, regardless. But yeah.
it's weird,
Okay.
but it's also it is the Master, and the Master is a narcissist who's totally in love with himself. So
This is
it's
true. So is Loki.
perfectly, yeah. Which again is why it makes sense. The difference is Loki being in love with Sylvie is literally the same person. Time Lord Regeneration is like different. So the same person, but they're also very much not the same person. In some ways, they're even more the same person. It's weird
I
and
mean,
wibbly wobbly
yeah,
timey
have
wimey.
you
Yeah.
you remember the myth about Narcissus where we get the well, yeah, where we get the name Narcissus
Mm.
from is
Mhm.
because the Dryads. I can't remember which god it was, whether it was Aphrodite or whether it was one of the Dryads or something like that. But they got him to like look at a reflection of himself, and he fell so in love with himself that he didn't do anything else other than stare at
Surely it was
himself. He
Narcissus, right?
died. No, I don't think it was Narcissus.
Isn't that where the
I
word
can't,
comes from?
I can't remember whether it was Narcissus or whether it was literally. It might have been Narcissus actually. I don't know. It a name that eventually became the etymological root for narcissist. Okay,
Indeed. Yeah.
but it. Yeah, narcissists do be falling in love with each other,
Mm-hmm.
and it'd be weird no matter how you cut it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. And then we get the
Um,
ending with the first Doctor,
yes, because then
which
it
is
goes
a
into
great
Twice
moment.
Upon a Time. doesn't it?
Indeed.
Hell
Okay.
Bent.
Hellbent. I really like this
It's
one.
just going
I
god
don't
tier, doesn't it?
care what everybody says. It's not God tier.
It goes in god tier. I thought it was really
It's
good.
not God tier. A lot of people got upset with it because of the fact that, again, Moffat just can't let people die.
Yeah,
And
that is a thing.
also because it posed again in the trailers of the episode, so it's another thing where watching live was probably worse. Made it seem like it was going to be this big fight against the Gallifreyans and everything, and then it wasn't that. And
Yeah, I really like this one, but
I like the stuff at the start. I love the Doctor becoming the president of Gallifrey and everything, and this kind of hell-bent plan to save Clara, because he has become so attached to her. And she went too far, and he
yeah,
does all this stuff. He spends 6 billion years. Oh, that's a great moment as well. Um,
mhm,
again, this is very high amazing for me.
yeah.
I
I can
but
accept high amazing, but I
no,
really like this
because
episode.
and I love all the stuff with the can no, that's not a canteen, but
The cantina,
the can it's not a cantina, but
the cantina badge showed up. That was great
the
when that
the,
happened.
the fact that there's a TARDIS and it's um that's
The
where Amy and Rory meet the Doctor.
yeah,
And then you get the Doctor there talking about Clara and playing the song on his guitar. It's just really lovely.
mhm,
But yeah, again, I also do understand though that it's like just let someone die. Just let
mhm.
someone die. Even though I think it made perfect sense as to why he could not do that. Um,
Yeah. I think it is high amazing. Yeah, okay. I would prefer to put it in god tier, but whatever. We'll
mhm.
put it in high. We'll put it in high amazing.
I mean, to be fair,
Where?
actually, do we have anything from season 9 in?
Heaven sent.
We have Heaven Sent, which yeah, fair enough. I mean, I can put it there.
Okay.
I can put it there. I think.
Let's make everybody angry.
Yeah,
It was a good episode. I don't
I
get why
really
people
like
are
it.
so upset about it.
Death in Heaven.
Oh.
This is our first Missy episode. She kills one of the Oswins, which is big sad.
Yeah. This was
Um, this is
this was the
this
one.
is
This is the one where she like tries to give the Doctor the Cybermen
she
army,
tries
or
to give
like
the Doctor the Cyberman army. Yeah.
yeah. Is it this episode or is it the second episode?
We've had Darkwater already.
Oh, we've had Darkwater. Okay,
Which I
so this
think
is
is the better of the two.
yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah, I love the Missy stuff in here, but she kind of just escapes, and the soldiers just stand there, and then she kills Osgood. And I really like the moment with Danny at the end, but it is a bit cheesy.
Yeah.
We do get the lovely moment where the Brigadier catches uh Kate though,
Yes.
which is an amazing moment. But again, not the overall episode. And also we get the bit at the end where the Doctor and Clara go off to do their own things, but Danny sends back the kid instead of himself, and the Doctor goes to where Gallifrey apparently is, and it's not there. And they're both like, "Oh, it's fine. We've got these other things going on," when they're both actually not happy, which is not great, but it's great. Yeah. Okay, so where is Dark Water? Dark Water's top of amazing. I'd
It's
probably
lower
put this
than
in.
Darkwater.
I'd probably put this in great. I think.
Yeah, probably. I think it's above Flatline.
I can go with that. I'm not sure I would entirely agree, but I can work with that. That's not.
It's not what it's.
I
That's
can
not what
work
it's
with
for
that.
7. There we go.
Yeah, probably a bit low for me, but that is fine. Okay, and here we are, Journey's End,
That's the
which
last
is
main
high
episode of
amazing.
Tennant, isn't it?
It's the one before the specials.
Yeah,
Yes, this
before
is
the
the
special
one that
Tennant. Yeah,
goes
okay.
after the storyline.
Yeah, high amazing. Seeing as we've got the first one already in like there, so I'd put that. Doctor Dances is better. Girls Who Waited probably is
I,
better.
it's either before or after the Doctor falls, probably.
Eh. Yeah, I think just after the Doctor falls, I think.
Again, it's a really great feel-good episode, and some really sad moments, but just Michelle Gomez and
Is that the
Capaldi
one with
and
Harriet Jones? No, it's the first one with Harriet that has
first one
Harriet
was
Jones.
Harriet as well. Again, literally everyone comes back.
Yeah,
So it
it
is
was like
the first
the
one's definitely
Avengers
different.
assemble,
Yeah,
and then they all
I,
get killed by Daleks.
I did say that already. Yeah, they don't all get killed by Daleks.
No, but they nearly all get killed by Daleks.
Just like some of them.
Yeah.
But we do, yeah. There's a moment where I hadn't seen Torchwood when I watched the first time, and shoot, what's her name? Gwen is like, I want to go like out fighting like Owen and like Tosh, and I was like, who are these people? I don't know. And I was like, well, this is really sad. Um, so that definitely holds more weight if you've seen like Surgeon Adventures and Torchwood,
Mhm.
but it's still great. Okay, yeah. So Doomsday
God
is
tier.
god tier for the soundtrack of Doomsday alone, I
Yes,
think.
the
Honestly,
the song
this
is still
one,
like one of the best. I think it is also called Doomsday. The song.
it's called Doomsday, yeah.
Didn't they reuse it as well recently in a recent BBC series?
I doubt it.
I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know whether it was recently. Hang on, let
I
me just search it up. Let me
would be
search
very
it up.
surprised because it's a Doctor Who song
It is. I know.
or piece of music.
Doomsday. Um, Hang on. You talk about why you're putting it where it is while I
So
search this up.
again, it was just like kind of so unexpected to lose Rose when we did. Um, we just get some great stuff with the Cybermen having their fight with the Daleks, and then them teaming up with the humans. We get Jake, and we get
Mhm.
oh, not Jackie's husband, but him back as well, and some really lovely moments there. The ending obviously is great, but really sad, and the music's incredible. The way that the Daleks, it's Time Lord technology, and that kind of gets revealed, and it's a prison, and then they suck them all back in through the hole. It's all good. It ties up all the loose ends really well. Um, yeah, and then the Rose Tyler, he doesn't get to say it.
Mhm.
It's just sad. It's great. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
just a great action episode all round. It again, there's multiple episodes in the future that harken back to it. Obviously, Martha's cousin, like we said, was there. What's her name? The captain of Barry Base
Mhm.
from we will get to that one from Waters of Mars.
Oh boy.
She's there as a child, and she
A Dalek sees her and then it leaves her because
Yeah.
it knows that she has important time things to do in the future.
So there's a lot that happens in the kind of backlog of the Battle of Canary Wharf as well. So it's got future implications too. But yeah, I don't know. I think I kind of maybe love World Enough and Time more, but
Mhm.
Doomsday is just like it's such a iconic classic episode
Yeah.
of Doctor Who. So yeah.
I can't find it, but I swear I read somewhere that had been used in something new.
Hmm.
Um.
Okay.
But yeah. We'll start off. Maybe it's just me being completely insane, but I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure there was something. There was something going on there.
No, that's
Anyway.
fair.
Last of the Time Lords. That's the second part of the Master UK.
This is our
One.
finale. One of the Master.
I think this has to also go in God tier.
See, again, I don't think so.
I love this episode. It's so good.
I like it.
It's just
I don't.
so like, and the ending as well is like really interesting. Where Marth just sort of like it's like no, I'm done.
I love what they do with Martha. It's a great Martha story.
Mhm.
Um, the
I
whole
I
the
will
whole
admit,
kind of
yeah, the Doctor doesn't have much to do for the
the
entire
Doctor does not
episode.
do much, and then gets resurrected at the end, almost Jesus-like, and just wins. And it makes perfect sense given everything that they explain in the story with the with how the mind field thing works. But it's also just a bit goofy. But I like the family. I like what they do with Jack. Uh, I think John Sim is great as the Master. I like the idea of the paradox machine. That's really cool. We get Tom Ellis in it very briefly,
Yeah.
as well, before he was Lucifer and kind of his own Doctor Who. In a way. It's definitely, and I did the ending with the Master being like, "No, screw you, I'm not regenerating," because I
Yep.
know that will make you upset, and I am like that.
Survives anyway
Um,
though, because
so of
lol.
course survives anyway because he had a backup plan.
There is always
Um,
backlog.
I mean, like, I put it in amazing.
Yeah, I can accept
Definitely put it in
this.
amazing.
Yeah, I can accept it in amazing. Where though in amazing is the next question.
I mean, no, 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 no,
I think
no,
if we're gonna put it in amazing,
no.
it has to go below before the flood.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it
what I
has
was
to go
thinking.
below down from there. In fact, it
Where's
might have to go below Face the Raven as well, actually.
Yep.
Um, Impossible Planet Silence in the library in between those two.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, I can do that. Again, like there's some episodes on there that I like more, but we've already moved it out of God tier from you, so
Yeah.
that will do for that one.
The Wedding of
Okay,
River
the Wedding of River
Song.
Song. Again, this isn't the most incredible finale, but it's
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
this one was fun. Less
I
wasn't. Yeah, this one has to go. I think in like great or amazing, in between those
I
two.
like I like the fact that I love the moment with Amy just not saving Madame Kavarian. 'Cause screw her.
Yeah,
I like the stuff that we get Rory again, who doesn't know that they're together, and then they become together, and also the whole world hour like time reset thing uh, in the last one as well, which
yes,
is also interesting. Um, but yeah, I do like the actual wedding bit, and the fact that I do love the reveal of how the Doctor did it and didn't die.
hmm
Where he's inside the Tesselector, and so he was there, but he wasn't there. That was genius. So I do love that bit. Um,
hmm
and a lot of the Doctor at the start just kind of traveling around and speaking to people and trying to learn things. That's all great. And honestly,
yeah,
I love the London with the blimps and the pterodactyls or pterosaurs or whatever, and it just being like completely nonsense. And Winston Churchill's the Imperator. Um,
yeah.
it's a really fun nonsense episode. So it's definitely
Great.
great. It's definitely high great.
Yeah.
It's got Matt Smith and Alex Kingston, so
If it has Matt Smith, it must be in great. Well, we need to change a bunch of our episodes then.
Matt
Um,
Smith and Alex Kingston is so
yeah,
great.
together equal great.
Together. I mean, again, Let's Kill Hitler isn't good, but still. To be fair, I rewatched that, and I kind of feel like I might need to redo this a bit, but it's fine. We're in great.
We're in great. It's not as good as Death in Heaven. It's not as good as Frontline. Not as good as Night in Silver, or the Satan Pit, or really Time of Angels.
Hmm.
So I think lower than Time of Angels is probably a good idea.
Yeah. Time
Where
Angel.
lower Time of Angels? I mean, it's a bit up in the air. A lot of those can be moved around. I think maybe in between Under the Lake and the Fell to Earth. Maybe, possibly. I do not know.
Yeah. I've just lost everything. Hang on.
Under the Lake is last on the top of Great, and Woman Who Fell to Earth is first on the second row.
That's what it is. Yeah.
That's going to yeet it. There we go. Okay.
The Big Bang.
That's the second
Again,
of the Pandora car.
similar. Some
Yeah.
really fun stuff. Like the ending. It's got River
More
Song in as
nonsense.
well.
The entire
It
universe has been destroyed, and the sun is the TARDIS.
Yep. I really like the ending with how he goes back in time, and that's when he actually goes to with the angels,
Mhm.
and you see him again. It's like, oh, that's why that was so weird. It's because he came back from the future. That's a great moment. I love how he goes back and speaks to Amelia,
Mhm.
and then shows up at the wedding. But again, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of goofs and a lot of emotion. But I don't think it's again as strong as.
Yeah. I think that's a similar sort of placement.
Mhm. Yep. Above or below?
Above.
Very similar lighting as well, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah. Planet of the Dead. This is
Eh.
okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I didn't
Again,
like that one.
I forget her name, but I like the interactions that the Doctor has with
The premise is good.
her.
It's just not.
I like
Not.
the scientist man as well, but it's okay.
It's meh. It's okay.
It's me.
I think it doesn't deserve to be very low. Okay, though. I
It's
think it's
top of
probably.
okay for me, I think, but
Yeah, I suggest would probably be a good thing. It's not goofy okay, silly okay. When we get down
ex-
to like dinosaurs on a spaceship.
I mean it absolutely is.
Dinosaurs
It ends
on
with
a
him freeing her and
spaceship.
she runs and flies off in a flying bus.
That is true. She does do that.
So it's
Why have we
definitely
never?
still
Why have we not seen the flying bus again already?
because I don't think people liked her or the character that much, and so
I
they
like
didn't do
the
anything with it.
bus.
Yeah, me too. But okay, the name of the Doctor.
This is part of the Translaw.
This is the bit where this has probably
Is
got
it?
my favorite intro of Translaw of
It is
anything because it
Translaw.
starts off with the tiny people inside the bit in the like someone's trying to steal a TARDIS, and then it zooms out and
Yeah.
you get Gallifrey a really long time ago, and you get the Gallifrey fanfare, and it's incredible. Because I love the Gallifrey theme; it's one of my favorites, and I wish we heard it more. But yeah, and then we get with
I'm
Clara
gonna
being like,
go
"I just
play
want
the
to save the
Gallifrey theme
Doctor."
after this.
Sure. And yeah, it's the one where we have it's the Great Intelligence. I think it's their final episode as well.
Yeah.
And and yeah, they find the thing on Translaw, and again, it's the last thing that happens, I think, in River Song's timeline
Yeah.
canonically. Um, and yeah, there's some really lovely moments. We get Madame Vastra and that lot as well, which is always good. Um, and yeah, we get the reveal of the War Doctor, John Hurt.
Oh,
Which was incredible, and we get to see some of the other Light Doctors running through,
yeah.
and see all the stuff that Clara does. Again, does it make Clara a bit too important in the Doctor's history? Maybe. Is it still a really great episode? Yes. It's got
Yeah.
lots of funny moments as well. Um,
I think it needs to go in amazing.
I think it's amazing. Yeah. I would probably pop it
Mm,
somewhere around here.
yeah, that makes sense to me.
There or a little higher, but we'll put it there. Now, the Day of the Doctor.
This is where we get War Doctor and David
s-
Tennant
We get John
and Matt
Hurt and
Smith.
David Tennant and Matt Smith and Clara and Billy Piper as the interface.
Yes.
Adwolf. It's again like, is the episode actually the best episode thought out wise and everything, like with the Zygon stuff?
No.
Maybe not. But is it still just incredible to have all the doctors and making their decision again, and then seeing Tom Baker as the curator at the end as well, and
Yeah.
then that shot with all the doctors? It's just like, yes, yes, it's amazing.
Mhm.
It's so good.
Yes. So we place it in the amazing.
We do place it in the amazing.
I think it's high in the
I
amazing.
think so. It also becomes better if you watch The Night of the Doctor with Paul McGann before as well, because that's such a
Don't we
great
also
shot.
get the setup for the Shakespeare one as well? With Queen Elizabeth? I'm right in
Shakespeare
thinking
what?
this is where at the end of the Shakespeare one. Once
Oh
they
yeah,
defeat
this
the
also finally
witches,
explains why Queen
Elizabeth the First,
Elizabeth I is so angry
not
with
the
him. Yes,
second.
yeah, that's what I was doing. Wait, hang on, wait a second. Yeah,
The first one. The second
Mhm.
one is still alive.
Indeed, indeed,
As of the making of this podcast,
indeed. Yeah.
long may she reign.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Where do we want to put it?
yeah. David the Doctor was better, in my opinion,
Then
than this. I think it was a better put together episode. I don't think it was much better. But the
what? The
question,
day of, are you talking about the Doctor dances?
no, the name of the Doctor,
Oh, the name of the Doctor.
the one that we've literally
Yeah,
just done, it was better. So I
yeah.
don't think it can be any higher than that. But I
See,
don't
again,
know how much
I'm considering the hype factor though,
you are considering the hype factor.
because
Eh,
like that's
eh,
because like for me that's what bumps Stolen Earth up.
yeah. Okay then.
But I
If
mean,
we're
it's
talking about
I can
if
do
we're talking
either.
about hype, if we're talking about hype factor, then Doctor Dances is probably still better, but The Girl Who Waited is probably not.
I would agree. Yeah.
Because the Doctor Dances has it's the conclusion to the last one, so it's got
Yep.
its own thing. It's like everybody knows. Yeah, that's good. Oh my
Okay.
god, it's Waters of Mars.
Waters of Mars. When I first watched this, I was so terrified that the more important parts of it completely went over my head.
Yep, this was a
And then I
terrifying
rewatched it.
episode.
It's still just great as just a horror
Yeah,
episode. It's just so creepy still, even now. The idea of just water that's infected basically and will always find a way is scary. The fact that the Doctor
mhm,
has all this foreknowledge about what's going to happen, and really doesn't want to do anything, is really
yeah,
interesting, and it gives you this really terrible sense of foreboding.
yeah.
Uh, again, all the crew are great as well. The lady is the main
And
lady, whose name I wish I remembered, but I do not.
yeah, and
Is
everybody dies.
everybody dies? No, no. Two people survive.
Oh yeah, two people do survive, don't
Two
they?
of them survive, but lots of
And the
them do
Doctor.
die. Of course, the Doctor dies. The Doctor dies. Well,
The-
in a
oh no,
sense, just
he dies
almost,
inside.
because he becomes the Time Lord victorious.
Yeah,
And he only snaps out of it because she kills herself
yeah.
on Earth instead, because she was supposed to die, and she's like, "Nope, you can't just reroll time. You've gone too far." And
Mhm,
it's a really interesting exploration of if the you know Doctor does go too far, and I think they've done some audiobooks about it now, or books about it now with David Tennant, the Time Lord Victorious.
mhm,
Um, because yeah, it's really interesting and really kind of concerning seeing him be like, "The laws of time are mine."
mhm.
Tough if you don't agree with what I and yeah, and then you get the ood at the end, and the ood's
They're
like,
saying that your time is coming.
"Time is coming."
You cannot,
It's
you cannot escape.
it's an incredible episode. I love it so much
It's got
now.
to.
It's got to. It's absolutely got to.
Yeah. If we were doing this when it first came out and we were around 10, 12, I
I
can't
would have
remember
been like
when it came out.
about yeah,
But like
2010 or so. I'd have been like, well, I
it
did
would
see half of it,
it would
so
probably go in and watch them all because it scared the
because
absolute living
it's
bejeebises
so
out of me.
terrifying. Yeah,
Yeah, but no, it's got to now.
and it's high god tier too.
Yes, it
I would
is.
say. Obviously, it's not there. It's not there. It's not there. It's not
No, can't
there.
go any of there.
I
I
was gonna say
think
it's either
around there.
above or below World Enough in Time.
It's above World Enough in Time. I
Put
love
it
World
there
Enough in
then.
Time, but it's better. Waters of Mars.
Okay. End of Time Part 2. Again,
Um,
It's the episode's a swan song. It's a lot of fun. We get some great wolf moments. We get the regeneration, and we
The
get to see
first
all
part
the
of
other
this was better, I think.
companions. The first part is better. The second
I don't
part
even know where
is
the first part is on this. Oh, it's End of Time now.
it's End of
It's not
Time.
got the part 1. It's not got the part 1.
I love the master changing sides. I love Timothy Dalton as Rassilon. I love the fact that it's Wilf who will knock 4 times, and
Mhm.
you know,
He
I
will
I
knock
I think
4 times.
I think it's a bit silly, you know, kind of the how angry the Doctor gets of having to change and it not being fair, but also it makes perfect sense for Ten's Doctor.
Mhm.
I don't think it'd have worked with anyone else, but I think it does work with him. And yeah, but yeah, you know, you get the fun, you know, to be offensive, but the cactus people,
Mhm.
who are fun. Again, yeah, it's like very much like a swan song. For Tennant, it's
Yeah.
got some cool
It's
moments.
amazing. I think
It's
it's high
amazing.
amazing. I think it's very high amazing.
And again, one of my other favorite pieces of music from Murray Gold is Valet de Chem or Farewell
Mhm.
10, which
Yeah.
is a song that plays while it regenerates. Oh, it's so good. That was the
It's,
first time I was like, damn, this music's amazing because I was a
it
bit too
goes
young
from
when.
like it goes from that sort of like chanting, and then he says, "I don't want to go," and then it goes really really cool.
It's the whole thing's great.
Yeah, I'm not saying the whole thing
But
isn't great. I'm just saying it goes from being like a chanting to like a full on like epic music, and then
well,
it's like some stuff,
see,
and then
before
immediately afterwards you get
yeah,
11's music,
11.
which is great.
I think that's like Muse or something actually maybe.
Mhm.
Can't remember. No, that might be something else. Anyway, but no, yeah, you get this like operatic bit, which is singing, and you know, it's like the oud singing, but it's like Latin, like farewell 10, it is time to rest, blah 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 blah, and then you got the chanting of Vale 10 times, and
Mhm.
then I don't want to go, and then no, it's so sad. But you also get the bit where he says goodbye to everyone, and he sees Rose, and he sees
Yeah.
Donna, which is the most sad, and he saves Mickey and Martha, who are now a couple, which is cool. Says
Mhm.
goodbye to Sarah Jane. Um, and the granddaughter of the lady who John Smith was going to marry.
Yeah.
That one's probably my favorite. And the music that plays then is also really good.
Mhm.
Is there anyone else? Oh, and Captain Jack, who's really not having a good day because this takes place pretty much just after. I think it's just after season 2,
Yeah.
and not not Children of Earth.
Mhm.
But it might be Children of Earth, in which case no, it can't be. That doesn't work. I think it's after they lose Tosh and Owen.
Mhm.
Uh,
I think the highest and amazing maybe.
I think you are correct.
I mean, obviously the first part is
Yeah. The first part's
it's
got
gonna
the
it's
first
going yeah
part's
it's going
just about
going
God tier.
yeah it's going in God tier, the first part. I think it
It's
might
not
be.
it's not super high God tier, I don't think, but it is God
Mhm.
tier. But yeah, Christmas Invasion is first. Uh, all right.
I'm trying to figure out which one. Christmas
This is
Invasion.
Tennant's first episode.
That's Tennant's first episode. Yep. This is where Harriet Jones blows up the ship.
Get Harriet Jones and the first initial things about Torchwood and the Doctor
Yeah,
bringing down her government in
this
6
was
words.
yeah, this was great.
It's great. Once we get Tennant, it's great.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
love the design and everything of the Sycorax and their ship. That's really cool. I love the recurring joke of "We know who you are" with Harriet Jones. Um,
Mhm.
you know, and I like the debate they have about, you know, you can't just go around blowing people up. It's like, well, it's defense because you weren't here and we lost people. I like we get, you know, more Rose and
Mhm.
Jackie and everyone, but yeah, it's
W-
again,
w-
it's not an incredible
Yeah,
episode. It's asleep for half of it. It's the
yeah,
only time we see the TARDIS wardrobe as well.
yeah. Great. I think. I think low
I
rate as well.
agree. I think better,
I think.
better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Probably there for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. That works.
Okay. Resolution.
This
I
was.
like. This is our first special with Jodie. with the Recon Dalek.
Oh, the Recon Dalek. This one was
I
one
like
was
this
like
one.
underrated, I think, by a lot of people.
This one is the first time that a Dalek felt properly threatening
Yeah, in a
since
long while.
ages ago. Yeah, because even in like Smith's final episode, where the Daleks are the villain, they don't really feel present.
Mhm.
They're just kind of there. It's not like the Daleks actually feel dangerous, but they
Yeah. And they
do
weren't
here,
even
and it's
really
just
used in Capaldi other than Into the Dalek and then a few other things, were they?
yeah, they're not really used in Capaldi at all. And that's okay. But no, Resolution. You got the Recon Dalek, which the people of Earth killed and destroyed, but then it managed to reform, and it's like
Or it's some
controls
archaeologists
humans.
unleash it, and
Yeah,
it kills one of them.
well, it controls one of them and controls people, and then it rebuilds itself armor. Um,
Although once again, I think we have an issue. I think it would have been better if the archaeologist died, unfortunately, because she doesn't die, does she?
I mean, they don't. But I don't mind it too much. But I do. I know what you mean. But they did kill a lot of people.
That's true. It did
Which
kill a lot of
again, the
people.
Daleks didn't. It had the highest death count. It killed a whole bunch of soldiers and stuff, and it
Yeah.
killed like police people, and it nearly killed Ryan's dad because we also get Ryan's dad in this. It's the only time we see him, but I think it's a pretty
Yeah.
good thing with him. And they have that bit at the end, which is a beautiful shot where they managed to grab him and pull him back inside.
I
And I
think
really like the design that it builds for itself as like a one-off.
this is either going to be high amazing or low god tier.
I'd put it in amazing. I don't think it's quite
Mm.
god tier, but it's definitely one of the. I mean, to be fair, the specials as a general rule, I mean, like the Christmas or the New Year specials, I think have been always pretty
Good.
incredible for Jodie's
Yeah.
era.
Yeah. Well, the specials have always been the Daleks because they're
They
trying
have
to
had,
make the Daleks feel more powerful, and they
yeah,
succeeded in that mostly.
yeah. So I would probably pop this one here, I think,
Yeah, that makes sense.
because it's really, really good, but all of those ones are.
I might be tempted to put it below Before the Flood, but that works.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah,
It works where it is, but
yeah.
we'll leave it there for now.
So
But,
again, on to the next Christmas, Revolution of the Daleks.
yeah,
Again, we get the
This
Daleks, we
one,
get the Politician
out of-
Man, we get
out
Jack.
out of the specials with the Daleks with Jodie, I think this is the weakest. But that's not
Agreed.
saying that it's bad.
Agreed, it's the
all.
weakest, but it's still very good.
Yeah. So I think
Um,
this is middle of the pack. Great. No, middle of the pack. Amazing. Sorry.
I like how
Um,
there's these the humans have made Daleks again, and the Doctor's plan as well. I'll get the actual extremist Daleks who are pure Daleks
to come
to
and
stop them. Again, I kind of wish, and I'm glad they did it, but I'm kind of wish like we lost Ryan or Graham or someone.
Yeah.
Because again, the
But-
Daleks killed a whole bunch of people, but the
they didn't kill
stakes
anyone important.
didn't feel incredibly high. We got Jack back,
We did
which
get
was
Jack
really
back, that was good.
cool. It's great to see him interacting, and then he name dropped Gwen at the end. So yeah, I think middle of the pack amazing. Yeah, works for me.
Mhm.
Um,
Middle of the pack amazing. I think somewhere.
I also think they just dropped the ball with at the start when the Doctor's in prison, and you see like all these other races, which was great. And then she tells herself a story, and she does Harry Potter. And on the one hand, yeah, the Doctor's always loved Harry Potter, but it's like choose something else, guys. Like,
Mhm.
come on, don't be that tone deaf right now.
Yeah, that was not the best.
Which was not the best choice, I don't think. But
In between Human Nature and Family of Blood.
Human Nature and Nah, we can't split up them. They come as a pair.
They do come as a pair. Well, maybe in between Human Nature and Unicorn and the Wasp. Unicorn's Wasp. The Unicorn, the Wasp.
Unicorn and the Wasp. You were right the first time.
I was right
I've
the
just
first
lost
time.
it.
Human Nature is on the third row.
Yeah,
first
I
one.
got you. I got it. There we go. Yeah, I can put it there. I'd maybe put it a little bit higher, but again, that works.
Yeah.
Now, the Runaway Bride.
Got it.
No.
I like Donna. Okay, I like Donna. It's good.
I
like
like
her.
Donna. I like her here. I
Yeah,
don't like her
but
obviously as much.
If we're talking honestly, it's not God tier.
No.
It's only God tier because there are other episodes with Donna on a standalone occasion. It would be something like an amazing.
I think
high
it's.
amazing.
I was gonna say I think it's probably high great.
Oh, you're saying high great. Okay, well we'll even it out and put it in low amazing.
Amazing. So I mean, Catherine Tate's obviously brilliant. And the
Best
interactions that she still has with David
sidekick.
Tennant here is still great. Even if she's a bit much. But she also has some really human moments, which are also really good. And then we have the Rachnos, which I mean, obviously doesn't move that much, but it's an incredible
Physical
like
prop.
physical designed thing. It's really cool when they go back in time and they see the formation of the Earth and the thing was at the center of it.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. I like the kind of the twist that I mean, it's really sad, but that her husband doesn't actually love her, and he was just there for the thing. But then he
Mhm.
gets his comeuppance. Obviously, again, this also comes back and turn left, which also elevates
Yeah.
this episode. Because you do get that really scary moment where he's just like staring at the Ragnos as all the children are dying.
Yeah.
Just in the fire and the flames, and it's pretty great. And you get him like doing a car chase with the TARDIS. Okay, no, you've convinced me. It's high amazing.
Yeah. Purely
I
because of what happens next, and also turn left.
I think this one's lower than Before the Flood.
Yeah. Hard to agree with
Only
that.
I'd say maybe.
I think it's better than Doctor's Daughter.
I think it's better than Doctor's Daughter. Yeah, just about. So yeah, we'll put that one there.
It goes there.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Cabincast. For more episodes, go to www.cabincast.podbean.com or use the Podbean app. You can now also find us on iTunes and Pocket Casts under Cabincast and on YouTube. The uploads here are quite behind. Finally, you can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Cabincast. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.